The continuation class of last class. Last class was incubator, and today's class is about thermocouple. This is again a thermocouple. It may asked in your university questions for 5 mark or even a 3 mark questions. It's very simple. Thermocouple simply it's a device for measuring the temperature. Okay, simple thing. We'll see little detail about the thermocouple. It's a very easiest concept. Better you understand this concept first, and there are some effect is there. We'll see that also. First one, what do you mean by thermocouple? Thermocouple is a temperature measuring device. It is used for measuring the temperature at one particular point. One particular point can be used for measuring the temperature. In other words, it is a type of sensor. It's like a sensor. See, if it is in a sensor, just you keep a wire with the sensor. If you keep some other place, it can measure the temperature in a particular place. It is a type of sensor used for measuring the temperature in the form of electric current. See, if I am placing this temperature in my palm, suppose this is in my hand. Okay, if I am placing this in my hand, so it can measure the temperature within my hand. That means in a sole, what is the temperature over here? That can measure with the help of this electrode. That can be measured as a electric current or electromotive force EMF. So we can measure the temperature digitally. In general, this thermocouple consists of two different wire of metal which are welded together at one particular point. One particular point it is welded together. The welded portion was creating a junction where the temperature is used. In this junction, it is used to measure the temperature where it is used. The variation of the temperature wire is induces the voltage. See, this is two different metals to different temperature. These two different temperature is the temperature gradient here. This is induced the voltage over here. Okay, what are the principle of thermocouple? There are three main principles that is involved over here. The first one is Seebeck effect, and number two is Peltier effect, and number three is Thomson effect. We'll see one by one. These three principles are used for the thermocouples. We'll see little detail. First one, that is Seebeck effect. What do you mean by Seebeck effect? In Seebeck effect, that occurs between two different metals. See, this is a one more metal and excuse me, this one metal and this one more metal. Two different metal. When a heat is provided at one end, here heat is provided, and the electron starting flowing from the hot metal to the cold metal. The direction of current induces in this circuit. See, this is a total circuit. This produces a direction of current in this circuit. So hot from the cold, this produces electron flow from one metals to the another metal. That means hot to cold region. So it induces the current in this circuit. In a short, this is a phenomena in which temperature difference between two different metals. See, this one more metal, iron metal, and this is copper metal. So here we are maintaining a hot, and here we are maintaining cold. Two different temperatures are maintaining here. This induces a potential difference between these two regions. Okay, this creates a potential difference. This is called as Seebeck effect. Produces a small voltage for per Kelvin of temperature. Simple. Nothing. Two different metals maintaining two different temperature. This will produce voltage. Next, the second working principle of your thermocouple is your Peltier effect. The Peltier effect is a inverse of Seebeck effect. The Peltier effect states that the temperature difference between two different conductors, this one conductor and this another conductor, by applying a potential difference between them. See, here you can see the temperature difference between these two junction by applying a potential. Listen carefully now. See, this one more conductor material X in one conductor, material Y is one conductor. In this material, if you are giving a potential, there we are applying a temperature. Previous one, Seebeck effect, where we are applying a temperature that creates a potential, but here we are applying a potential that creates two different temperature. See in this side, here temperature will become cold. Here this temperature is two, I'm sorry, here two different temperatures are created over here. Next one, third one is about Thomson effect. Third principle of your thermocouple is your Thomson effect. The Thomson effect, it also states that when two dissimilar metals, see there we are using two different metals, but in this case we are using a single metal, but the temperature differences vary. At one junction there is a one more temperature, and another junction there is another temperature, creates two junction, then the voltage induces the entire length of the conductor because of the temperature gradient. See listen here, this is one more point and this is one more point. This is about the current directions towards this current direction. Here we are applying a temperature over here. Based on this your current direction, one time, one way it is maintaining a cold. See in this also it is also maintaining a cold temperature in both the way, but here it is maintaining heat. Once the current direction, this is the current direction, listen carefully now. Once the current move in this way, what happened here, heat will absorb. One moves towards the hot region, here heat will be evolved. Here heat will be absorbed and here heat will be evolved. So according based on this effect, the conductor has to be placed in a varying temperature along its length, and the current is passed through it, then it will absorb a heat and evolve a heat. Absorbing or evolving heat will be independent of the direction of the current. See the same one. Suppose if the direction of the current is here, so here it will absorb the heat and here there is a evolution of heat. Now we'll see about the construction of thermocouple. This thermocouple consists of two dissimilar metals, two different metals. These metals were welded together to form a junction. This junction considered as a measuring point. The junction point categorized into three different ways. This is number 1 and 2 and 3. Number 1, ungrounded junction. See, this is not connected over here. This is ungrounded. This is isolated over here. See, this thermocouple is completely isolated, and this is insulated one. This is differ. Am I clear? This is ungrounded junction. The conductor are entirely isolated from the protective sheet. Next one is grounded junction. In this case, these metals are protected and welded to the protective sheets. The protective sheet of weld. And the third one is exposed junction. Here the welded sheet is completely exposed. This type of junction can be used for measuring the gases, temperature of gases. Gas oda temperature direct gas la expose ஆயிருக்கிறதுனால gas oda temperature என்னன்றதை இதுல measure பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, what are the main advantages of your thermocouple? There are three main advantages of thermocouple. The first one is this very cheaper than other temperature measuring device. The thermocouple has the fast response time and even it has a wide temperature range. These are all the advantages of your thermocouple. The advantages are additional additionally you will get 1 more marks. Okay, up to this thermocouple is over. Thank you.